They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And you would think from, from that point forward that you would really assume a huge leadership. I'm going to go about my business in the absolute right way the rest of the way because I'm a pro. And Jalen just looks like he is beyond frustrated and just can't wait for this thing to be over right now.
And he's not playing to the level that he was earlier in the season.
Yeah.
I think that's evident, right? You're supposed to be our Pro Bowl shutdown corner. Regardless of what happens, you control what you can control. Yeah. We haven't seen much of that. So that's the problem I have. Sometimes when you go on 670 to score and want to tear down everybody else, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do out there, how could you speak about somebody else? That's my only thing as a former player, right? How are you going to talk about somebody else if you're not doing what you need to do?
And I would imagine there's some players in that locker room that feel that same way.
What's good, everybody? It's that dude, the one and only Mind of Murder, bringing it back. We are here with yet another game right before the season, so 'tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Y'all know the rest of the song. Happy holidays to those out there. And also, if you don't see me for the New Year's, which I should get some gaming gameplay out there, or, probably draft. I can't believe we're actually already talking about draft season. But yeah, some draft videos out there, something like that before the new year. But if not, Happy New Year to everybody, and I hope you stay blessed out there. And thank you so much for the love and support. We have been growing crazy out here. Our new year, personally, for me, is January 5th. And our goal for this channel, if we can, just so that we could be a little bit more ambitious than we were on Twitch, would be 2K. So let's go ahead and see if we can hit 2K. If not, hey, we're on the way to 1K. Not bad at all. But at the end of the day, if we can, let's try to head getting, that young plaque in the back. But without further ado, I want everybody to know timestamps are below. I'm going to go ahead and go off on a little bit of a rant. Mr. Corey Wooten, thank you so much, CHGO. Big shout out to you all. As you heard from Corey Wooten, as I like to call him, the Favre Killer. Yeah, the Favre Killer. The last time that I saw Corey Wooten in a Chicago Bears jersey that mattered was when he was taking out Brett Favre. And I mean taking him out. So big shout out to Corey Wooten. Corey said it best, and I've been saying it since, well, quite some time. Jalen Johnson, man, he just hasn't been showing up for quite some time in a while, and I think that he was a Flus guy at the end of the day, so he kind of felt the type of way about Flus not getting, his. Getting his too early and so on and so forth, and all this, this and that, so that might have, been something with it. But at the end of the day, we still have a lot of talking points here. It looks like our coaching staff on both ends, whether it's offensively or defensively, are on field goal coaching time. We're all we're getting is field goals. That's it. Field goal here, field goal there. Here, you want a field goal? Yeah, no touchdowns though. Field goal, field goal, field goal. Come on. We need progress, people. We need progress. There wasn't actually any progress whatsoever actually in that first quarter, first half. Even when we scored, it didn't even look good when we scored. It looked okay. At best, our team can do a lot more. Keenan Allen had a fantastic game, and that was something that I was looking forward to seeing. At the end of the day, Keenan said it. He was like, they tried to put the losses on him and stuff like that. Keenan looked at the reporter. He was like, hey, I'm me. That's what it is. I'm me. I'm like, you know what, Keenan? You're right. You are you. Just get him the ball. You know what I'm saying? Give him the ball more consistently and get him more opportunities. And also the plays themselves that are called have to make it that he's open for those opportunities, given his speed, range, and also his overall just catch radius. He is ridiculous when it comes down to his catch radius. He's going to catch it. I will say this, though, that effort on all ends from everybody does have to be there a lot more when it comes down to it. Detroit. Big shout out to you, man. Big shout out to the Lions right here, man. You guys had played a fantastic game, but it was extremely clear, especially looking at that game. Ben Johnson is Detroit. Period, point blank. Dan Campbell's the heart. Yes, he is, but he's definitely not the body. He's definitely not the legs. He's definitely not. So if you don't have a good body, you might not have a good, just lifestyle, living. So I'm wondering how they're going to look without Ben Johnson, regardless of him going to whatever team next year. He could not be with the Bears. Realistically, myself, I want Caleb Williams to go ahead and have Cliff Kingsbury. Why is that? Why do I want Cliff Kingsbury or Lincoln Riley? Because these are people that work directly with Caleb Williams that can make sure that he is doing everything consistently within a system, within his talents that he has, which are vast. We need to make sure that we have a lot more, available to us. And at the end of the day, looking at our team as a whole, DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift. Trash. Regardless of this line being as atrocious as it is, he should still be able to get more than he does. And it looks like he either trips up or runs clean into the back of some people sometimes. This has been one of his, I guess you could say better running games here and there, finding a few holes here and there. But still, sir, compared to your overall productivity that you had maybe 3 years ago, I would have to say at this point now, come on, man. That is not what the Bears wanted. We're looking for, having more successful team in the coming years. So when I said things like players on this team aren't necessarily, how should I say, going to be here or be remembered as longtime Bears. What I meant by that is it looks like their overall passion for what they want to do, what they're putting on the field, isn't necessarily there. And then if it is a problem, you need to speak up or forever hold your peace. One of those type of things. And there was a lot of accountabilities from the player. So I was like, great. The players are being accountable. The coaching staff isn't being accountable. So the players know it's them. So they've been saying it since day one. Oh, yeah, we've been tweaking. We've been messing up. We wish we were better. But then now, if you haven't been able to notice, they've all been saying, man, regardless of the plays, regardless of the play called, regardless of what's happening on the field, every single player says this. Every single player says, regardless of the play called. Why is that one of the first things that they've been saying? Because the plays called are trash. And what I mean by trash is these are all NFL level plays. All teams should be able to run these plays, right? Of course, right? They should definitely be able to run them. The thing about it is, when they're trying to run these plays, they're not necessarily thinking about the team that we have. This team on paper, almost every single analyst and everyone, including myself, was feeling on paper, man, oh man, you get the right playbook. Yeah, the offensive line is shaky. Defensive line needs a little bit of milk. But guess what? At the end of the day, this should be fantastic. It showed that Eberflus basically remembered what, at this point, Luke Getsy had for him. You know what I'm saying? Or, it didn't feel like Shane Waldron brought much more to it. It didn't feel like his was any different. Think about it. What did you see? They were nothing. They meant nothing at the end of the day. They had a lot of flaws in them. So when those games had flaws in them, it became more evident to me that Waldron wasn't the guy at that time. And that was week 2. We go on, we're 4-2. And then now we're like, wait a minute, we can't win a game. What happened? What happened? We were able to win a game. We were. And then we start noticing defensive leakages. Then we noticed that, hey, earlier on in the year, you got your defenses, that's hurt. You got Brisker out for the year. You got Billings that was out for the year, so on and so forth. All these other people that are out, so on and so forth, right? Doesn't matter. Injuries don't matter because the game plan should still look like we're a functioning team, right? It should still look like we know what we're doing. Sorry, I bit my tongue. But we should know what we're doing. It just looks like a lot of times there's just miscues left and right, back and forth. For the 3rd week consecutively, Mr. Biles, a.k.a. Mr. Owens, a.k.a. Jonathan Owens, number 36, you've been getting shook and dotted up every single time. Every single time, man. If you see a defender go past you, and I understand you're in the zone, you're supposed to cover him. You're the deep defender. Why are you letting them get past you? You're the safety. No one gets past the safety. Why is that happening? Fundamentals, people. Fundamentals. Dotting him up left and right. Left and right. I'm so sorry, Owens. I would rather keep you as a backup to see if you can get into a better situations with this defense than having you as a starter. But I'm very happy to have you here right now because we don't have Jaquan Brisker. And, it's looking like this team is very sick without him at that point of the defense. Now, I will say this, even with Brisker, it wasn't necessarily the most locked down, but Brisk was showing that he had that dog in him. He was able to get those sacks to show that he was feared in the trenches, Right inside the trenches, he was able to show that he was a dog. He needed to do what he did. Whenever he filled up that box, he was good. Outside the trenches, he also showed he was pretty decent as a defender. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of makes it crazy to see that his backup is that much worse than him, and he's more experienced than him at the same time, as far as I remember. Right? I mean, I might be wrong about Owens, but you know, right now, that's how it looks to me. Factually, that's just how it looks. You know what I'm saying? Every position, every penalty, every single play was everywhere. Nothing seemed like it was in order. Everything just seemed like it was jumbled up. What happened to the play caller? What happened to the design? Thomas Brown is supposed to be an offensive coordinator, and it doesn't look like he even has a game plan. Knowing that he's the offensive coordinator, they say nothing's going to change overnight. You can't do anything overnight. You can't change anything overnight. You can still plan the first 15 plays. Heck, the first 20, why not? It still seems like we don't have a plan. How is it that even with Shane Waldron, it seems like we just can't develop to have a real functioning plan? It doesn't make any sense. We need to really make sure we sit back and understand the basics of football. Every single person should understand the basics of football. But for some odd reason, every single time, the Chicago Bears want to do the opposite. And I'm talking about the staff. I'm talking about up top. I don't understand it. You have a quarterback that has a certain talents that you can easily match up and get him, you know, more fitted and suited for. Justin Fields, more suited for play action and being in the shotgun. Nah, we're going to put him under center. What? He didn't do that in Ohio State. He was mostly in the shotgun. And Justin Fields was a winner. You got Caleb Williams. His game plan, how he plays, the form, like there's no max protection in a lot of situations. I'm looking like, okay, at the end of the day, can we at least just have it that Caleb's getting, there's no one not getting blocked. Everyone's getting chipped or something. Nope. We're going to play it as though Caleb's a freaking 3rd to 4th year veteran and he understands the game wisely. That is not what we want at all. We don't want that. Forget his attitude. You know who I'm talking about. Thomas Brown. I don't care about your attitude, brother. We don't need it. He has a nice coaching mystique about him. Forget about the aura. Let's say mystique. It's a nice coaching mystique about him. He looks like a coach. He looks like he talks. He knows how to quote unquote command people. But he clearly, like many coaches and people that talk, don't know how to tell and teach it to others. You can look good. You know how to sound good. But when it comes down to you telling other people how to do it, they just don't know how to grasp it. And it's just so crazy. And it might just be that people just don't like you on a certain level, you know, that they don't want to grasp it right. And that's just them taking an L, as you can tell. The Bears have been taking an L. But without further ado, let's go ahead and keep this going, man. That was a decent little rant for this one. That was right before the holidays, so I definitely appreciate those that are here. Definitely make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and get it going. Let's get it going. This is going to be a crazy one. I wonder what highlights we actually have. Oof.
Crazy numbers in the loss to the Bills. Here's
Gibbs. Let's go. Is that Coward? Yeah, Coward. Look at 93 real quick, y'all. He just got bullied the whole time. He was just flopping the whole time. Good game, though, by everybody, man. Great game, actually, if you think about it.
Second down and 5, fake to Gibbs.
Bang, bang. Too easy. Too easy. Laporta is a demon. You had to give it to him for a tight end. He's definitely a demon. Oh, that right there. That's one of them right there. You see him. You see him going past you. Blown coverage. Clearly blown coverage. And what is up with this motivation? I want you to pay attention to Jalen Johnson. He sees that the ball is going to him. Is Jalen doing like number 49 from last game and anticipating that basically, hey, he should be tackled? Yes, he is, which makes sense. But you know what presence does? I'm just playing. Jalen Johnson was covering this guy. I just like to mess with you guys sometimes.
Third down and 2. Goff looking. Pass incomplete.
It's definitely a good game, though. Man, oh man, this coaching staff just really doesn't want to. They on both ends, they just don't want to make a game plan that works. Oh, right there. And that exchange, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful exchange too. Caleb did hit him right in the numbers. It just roamed in it, lock in that exchange, you know. Since you didn't lock it in, it didn't work. That right there pissed me off. It pissed me.
To come back in the second half, that's just not winning.
This pissed me off so bad because I was looking at our defense like, who do we think we are? It's clear that it's a screen. To me, it was clear. When does our defense ever come that clear? If you feel like you're too clear, why? Why? Because you're too locked on and thinking that you got them. Even the announcers themselves said it. They were like, oh, they just got too confident. Like, of course, why the hell would they get that confident? It's stupid. They weren't this great. Like, I'm a Bears fan, right? And it's frustrating sometimes because you always want to look at the positivity and you always want to look at the good things. Whatever you can look at that's positive, right? But like Cole Kmet said in his exiting interviews later on that game, there's no more looking at positives. You know, we can't take positives from certain games. We have to just be good, and that's it. If you're not good, we got to fix it. We can't sit here and say, well, we did this good, because then you're going to have cocky moments like this. And this is atrocious. This is just bad.
Up with the football. They had to fight feverishly to come back in the second half. That's just not winning football.
Goff sets up the screen. It's Gibbs with blockers. First down and more. Still going.
Everybody little. All the linebackers little. All of them little. Wait, I see crack. He's supposed to crack him.
That's just not winning football.
73, slowed down. Look at Edwards. Watch him speed up and then slow down because he noticed he was going to get blocked. Watch. Speed up, slow down. So he can get blocked. He's like, and block me. Block me. I'm going to be able to swim past you even though I'm a linebacker and you're clearly a lineman. And I'm definitely not a blitzing linebacker at that, so I'm definitely not going to get past you. He was supposed to go, boom, and try to blow up the block and go clean past it. You know what I'm saying? Just go crack, clean pass, and, you know, blow. He didn't do, there's no intensity. There's nothing here. And then look at 49. Same thing. Don't worry. Not too many pauses on this one because we had a nice little rant in the beginning, just in case people stayed for the rant. Come on now. 49 waiting to get blocked too. We're all just waiting to get blocked. And get blocked.
It's Gibbs with blockers. First down and more. Still going. And finally upended.
And if any of these defensive players, any of these players on the defense, especially this early in the game, look how early this was. If any of them actually said, man, we was playing hard, we was putting our heart out there.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Inside the Bears, 15 down at the 13-yard line
Right now.
Third down and 6. Here's Gibbs.
Good work. Hey, guess what I said? Guess what I said? I was so mad at this point. I was like, you know what? Give it to him. Give it to him. We deserve it. Give it to him. I swear I was just pissed. And I'm like, what is this play call? And we're just being tissue soft. And it was just, and soft meaning the mindset of the play calling and what we're doing with the structure of our defense. We're not holding up any actual blockers. We're not shredding any blockers. We're not doing anything. We're just letting stuff happen. It's clear to me on a lot of situations. And it's like, dang, man, what's the disconnect between our defensive coordinator and the plays that he calls? But guess what? He wasn't defensive coordinator the whole year. It was Matt Eberflus, which is understood. It's understood that this year is basically chucked up. Sad to say, I see the Bears getting a top 4 pick, maybe top 5, something like that. Sad. I want us to win some games and stuff, but this is just, I'd rather have top picks to do what we should have did last year. But still, once again, I want Roman Dudenze. I'm very happy he's here, but what we could have did was traded his pick and got more picks later on to get a line. So if we do end up having a bad time, I would appreciate it if, you know, we just go ahead and get a bunch of players. Trade down, get a bunch of players, get a line, get a young line that just grows together, got each other back, so on and so forth. That's it. Period, point blank. Like, Tevin Jenkins doesn't need to be here. He's not a veteran. Can't even respect him. That dog that he had when we first drafted him, I'm good on that. It's been an injured dog. He can go ahead and sit down on the porch. Darnell Wright, yeah, we can keep you. Just we got to get a better situation going on. Simos, everybody was talking you up in the beginning. Sorry, man, you got to go. Offensive line coach, you're just not good. Yeah, just need some changes in Chicago. Let me stop pausing. This is so many.
3rd and goal.
Already. That goes with my rant, I guess.
This time he's in for a Lions touchdown.
I guess here is where the
And he'll celebrate one more time.
where it begins as they celebrate.
Love this celebration. And Jahmyr Gibbs, I talked about him going
Here's where the actual reaction starts.
not to bounce so quickly.
Wow.
Fake to
Bang.
And the catch made by DJ Moore. For a Bears first down out to the 40, gain of 11.
3 or 4 times a game, have to help out in the run.
Screen, it's Swift.
All these screens.
Out across.
That's all the coaching staff is safe calling. Call a screen because we know that'll be behind the line. Little do they know Caleb has one of the most beautiful arms. I like that acceleration and speed. Let's go. Let's go, Rome. You knew he was going to fight. You knew he was going to fight right here. You knew he was going to fight. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Takes it all the way.
Emotional damage.
Oh, ball was out. Looked like the ball came out.
Ball came loose.
Yeah, but then that happened. This is just Rome's quote-unquote worst game.
Lions have recovered.
2 fumbles.
Second Chicago turnover.
This one was forced. Play fake, play action. Bang, bang. Boom.
Pass is caught by Jamison Williams in Bears.
Right into the hole that Stevenson left.
Great talent. Speed pops off on film. Glad to see him being productive.
Gibbs found a hole.
Beautiful run. Man, this is crazy. And there you go, Owens.
Chicago 31.
Nice little doormat.
12 personnel.
It's just crazy to me that
Like that's where it all
what is this okay, so look at the way that we're suited.
Gibbs spins. Inside the 25.
Wow. Wow.
And down to the
Nothing.
20-yard line.
Defense gets no penetration. Line gets no separation from there. Look at this. Look at that time. That was still time. Beautiful work on defense, though. Our defense was one of the main things that was keeping us into the game, and I was very happy for that. I was extremely happy for that. But at the end of the day, keeping us into the game does not mean that you're stopping them from scoring.
Williams throws wide open. Keenan Allen.
That's why I said in the beginning, we got this field goal theory. If they get a field goal, we're okay. No, we're not. We've clearly shown that for years. We have to legitimately get 3 and outs.
Jack Campbell.
he makes that decision
Good run.
very quickly, which is what you need.
3 and outs.
In the backfield,
Speaking of which.
that running back spot.
Poof. Torch. Torch. That right there is egregious.
Into the end zone.
That defense by Owens right there is just ridiculous. That was just ridiculous. When you see the replay with Owens, the man's was like looking at the dude. He was like, and he wanted to look back at the quarterback. Why? He's going past you. He's going past you. You're the last line of defense. Don't ever let him.
Ridiculously fast.
Don't ever let him pass you.
Playing off man, Jonathan Owens, they both underestimate how fast Jamison Williams is. They are.
They're underestimating their own coverages. That right there is just, that's extremely irritating right there. Caleb's already wanting it to be hiked. He has to wake up.
They are very impressive, man. Look at the way that they have just pounced.
Because if you haven't noticed, the right tackle, not right tackle, the right end, he doesn't look back to let him know.
Just a play away here or there.
So he's literally just having to tell them himself.
Not good.
Williams back across the field. Catch.
Look at this. You see what I'm saying? That's what Swift does, though. He's just a stumbler bumbler. Like when he gets the ball in his hand, he's just stumbling and bumbling. I just don't understand what is up with his psyche.
Williams stands in the pocket.
Bang. Beautiful time. When he has time, he could dot it in there. That was even with 3 defenders on him. Rome. That R&R connection, baby. Can't go wrong with it. DJ Moore. This right here, you should come away with points.
Now they have turned it over twice today. Chris Glazer in as an extra blocker on 3rd down. Williams, end zone, touchdown.
Cole Kmet, baby. Let's go. Let's go. It's kind of cool to see that Caleb was invited to Cole's wedding because it showed that they're trying to build more of a secret, you know, synergy, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. But the play designs have to be much better to get Cole more out there. Cole may be open in situations where Caleb has about half a second to not even throw it to him. One. Come on. One. That's basically the time that he had to actually throw it to him. And a lot of times there's crossing routes. Everyone's overlapping each other. So I don't see it as an issue of Cole and Caleb not getting any, you know, chemistry. I just really think the plays called aren't actually there for them. We need a better play caller. Seriously. On both ends, defense and offense. We do not need to pick up anyone else's loose change. If some other coach gets fired from another place, we don't need him. If a player gets fired from another place, we don't need him. Especially from something that was proven beforehand. It'd be different if it was a new program and it wasn't working. This isn't a new program. This is... Look at the Lions. Look at this. This is beautiful. They've been doing this the last 3 years. Look at this. Too easy. That right there, Owens, I was staring at him this whole time because of how much motion and movement he was doing here. It just seems like he just doesn't know what he wants to do. He's just lost. He's not used to being back there. Go watch some tape on Mike Brown or Brian Dawkins or maybe even Ed Reed. Dude, Troy Polamalu, anybody out there. And if you're going to do all this, actually execute. Be assertive. Assert yourself. Look at this. I thought he was on it. You see that? That movement? Oh, wait, Byard, I mean. No, Owens. It is Owens. 36? Yeah, Owens, yeah. 36.
Empty backfield, 3rd down. Pass is caught by St. Brown. Works his way inside the 5 to the down. Pass is caught by St. Brown from the 8. Empty backfield, 3rd down. Pass is caught by St. Brown.
Look at that. Owens is right here at the B-E. He's the one person that could have easily came clean in there like a Scud missile, but he doesn't. He runs in with like certain hesitation. Everyone's hesitating. It's like everyone wants to pull off of the hit. Now, I guess I heard somewhere that they said the players were told to not hit that hard at this point in the season or something like that. But dude, come on, really? Look at this. It's him waiting for the person to come to hope that he's disturbing him. It's never gonna work. We deserve it. It's messed up, man.
Tim Patrick gets a nice block on Kyler Gordon. The offensive line get out.
It's ridiculous. Kyler Gordon, just a bit too small, man. Need some weight. Jalen Johnson not doing necessarily everything, but he's doing what he can. Can't get too upset at any of the defenders, man. They've been trying to hold down this team all season while this offense has been trying to figure things out. Beautiful throw by Williams. Beautiful throw. Sad part is we have to be down by 20, 27 points, 24 points just to be productive. Bang, bang. That right there. Oh, man. Boom. You can see it. Oh, beautiful. Keenan.
Back-to-back outstanding throws by Caleb Williams.
Hey, Keenan, that dude. I ain't gonna lie for this. Because he was being real. He's a vet, man. Put him in situations that he could be possessive. Ooh! Ooh. Nasty. That little head shimmy.
Another Bears
That little,
and when he goes in
boy.
Terry on
To the-
offense, back there, he jumps that little move that he made.
Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Let's go. Big GGs.
Because Caleb Williams
I do like Caleb's celebration. I think that's a soccer celebration right there. That right, something like that. It might not be. It might just be everybody's celebration. I don't know.
leading by 13.
Bang.
Goff over the middle, wide open, making the catch, taking it out to the 41-yard line. Coaching position. How about Teddy Bridgewater? Won a state title coaching down in Florida. There's Vaki once again. Vaki across midfield.
Here goes the good old bid not break, give you 3 points today.
So here's Bates from 60.
The 65 was pretty far. It's definitely pretty far.
Now the kick is no good.
It's been looking really good to start this first half. See if they continue with that in the second half.
They start from the 21-yard line. Pass complete. Jamison Williams, who had
Do something.
touchdown earlier. 1-yard line. Pass complete. Jamison Williams, who had
That in the second half.
Oh,
the 21-yard line.
41. Not 41, 49.
First half.
I don't even say the players' names anymore. Once I start noticing they're just bunions. Here's here. You have the best path to literally cut him off, going straight, clean, cutting him clean off. But nah. You worry about anticipating what direction he goes, which, okay, if you want to try to anticipate where I'm going, okay, I'm going to go here.
Line. Pass complete.
Simple. I don't have to go straight. I'm going to take my blocker.
Jamison Williams, who had an 82-yard
Come on now, man.
earlier.
Simple.
And Williams
Simple.
takes it out across the 45.
This is like,
All right, thanks, Megan.
they said it earlier on in the season. The Bears look like a high school varsity team at times. They do. They do. And I love my team. It's bear down all day.
You would think that would have been called right against him as well. And
I could care less about the Lions, you know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy.
Now Gibbs stumbled after taking the snap, but it doesn't matter. Connects with Laporta for a Lions touchdown.
That was a nice little play.
penalty right against him as well, and would have gone both sides. 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
Now Gibbs stumbled after taking the snap.
And you can hear them say fumble or stumble or something like that. Somebody says that. Definitely a good play. And once again, that right there shows that this whole play and all other plays throughout the game shows Ben Johnson's the dude for them. Period. Period, point blank. It's the pattern of which he calls the play, the way that they execute and everything. So we already know for a fact, regardless of Ben Johnson going to the Bears, he's going somewhere because he clearly needs to have a team that is his, that he can do this with and keep for at least the next 5 to 10 years. Period, point blank. Dan Campbell ain't stepping down for the Lions to go ahead and give it to, Ben Johnson. It's not going to be nothing like that. I mean, unless, what would be kind of cool is if they win a Super Bowl this year and then Dan Campbell steps down. That would be iconic. That would be goated. Because then Ben Johnson can just move up and Detroit can basically stay Detroit. Oh, wow. Dan Campbell ain't going nowhere. But at the end of the day, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. That would be a way of keeping Ben Johnson. Because other than that, I don't know what Detroit's going to do after this year. Because these plays are beautifully designed, executed, okay, but beautifully designed that anybody can really run these plays regardless. Because see, even this, you don't even need that much protection for it. You just need them to hold it up.
And I wonder if that was a trick.
Bang.
Now it looks intentional. You have Jahmyr Gibbs.
It was definitely intentional.
You have Jared.
And look at this man, Owens, once again.
And this is coming off of a phenomenal
Once again.
season last year.
And when they rewind on that, you can actually tell yourself, even if you're looking at the all 22 of it, Owens saw Laporta the whole time and let him get past him. Just for him to be, oh, yeah. Dude, back up. Don't ever let him get past. Let's go. Good climb up. Oh, let's go. Oh. And this right here and earlier in the game, Caleb had an addiction to the circle button. Caleb was pressing circle like crazy. And I love the fact that he gave Rome a chance right here. Just give it to him. But also, There hasn't been many plays designed in this that would give Rome that back-to-back opportunity. Look at this. Look at this. I've talked about this all the time. Williams wants to believe in his line. He wants to drop back and be able to step up. That's it. He wants to be able to drop back and step up. He wants to do it every single play. He wants to do what's designed in the play. I step back, 3-step, step. Step back, 5-step, step. I step back, 7, step. There's no stepping back up. He can't step back up into this line, man. This is horrible. This is horrible. Our line is atrocious. He tries to do what he can with this and hits the circle button.
And you heard the crowd reaction as
And this, if this wasn't one of the most fireable Eberflus situations I've ever heard, this tells me that Thomas Brown had so much to do with those decisions on, field goals and stuff like that. He did, because this is clearly one of those type of decisions. Clearly one of those type of decisions. Why, on 4th and 6, would you choose not to go for it when your team clearly has the momentum? We're on the 20 or like 15, whatever this is. Yeah, we're down or whatever. So, we're going for it anyway. Why would you not go for it here? But then when we're on the freaking 50 or something like that, our own 50, and it's 4th and 7, you choose, go for it now. Come on now. Try something. 3 points. No one wanted this. No one. But it is what it is. We'll take it. I'll accept it. It's perfectly fine. You still have plenty of game to come back. I definitely understand that. There's a lot of understanding in why they wouldn't, but at the same time, given the motivation and how the game was going, he should have just did it. Because the defense was showing they are not holding up to keep that motivation going. If the offense would have, completed that, we would have probably felt better.
now Reynolds on 2nd and 3 picks up a Lions first. 4th down and 3. Goff,
Good defense.
it's incomplete. No flag.
That right there on that play, I was looking at 49 on that play. I was looking at him. I was like, man, they're going to throw it right in front of him. And he actually did it, so I was very proud in that moment. I was happy like a father, proud father.
As Williams steps up.
Right there, once again, another step-up situation. This is what he wants to do. He wants to step back, but also step up into this situation. Boom, step back, step up. Nope, can't do it. Because why? Because why? Because why? Another offensive lineman is hitting the Kaepernick.
As Williams steps up and throws.
Don't do it
Connects with Keenan Allen.
on the field during the game right now, man. Bang.
Williams, Allen. Bears convert.
Beautiful. Beautiful work. Keenan Allen really showed that he's a possession catcher. He's going to get those catches. Put him in a situation, he's going to get it. Bang, bang. Another one. Let's go. First down. I want to know who's calling these plays. This feels like, let's go. Woo!
Williams, Allen again. Makes the catch.
Don't play with the man. Don't play with the vet. Don't play with us 40-plussers. I ain't 40 plus. I think he 40 plus, right? Let's check this line real quick.
3rd down and 11 for the Bears.
Here it is. We got covered over there to the left, and it looks like whoever this is right here to the right is cutting. And, yeah, I think they turned the camera around, and we saw that the whole line was collapsing on his left side, so he was trying to just brace for it so he didn't get destroyed.
And you get the first place. You don't have to worry.
Yeah, you definitely got to brace for it, man. When you know you're gonna get blasted like that, and your line isn't doing having any protection. And that was the thing too. Caleb mentioned that also. He was like, yeah, regardless of the line, and how the protection looks, and and I'm used to seeing these things, and so I'm used to seeing the tendencies of my line, and this is that. He's bringing that up himself. Like, yeah, these boys is trash, basically. So I see how it is, and I see what I kind of got to do, and it's messed up, but hey, it is what it is. Like, damn, this is what it is mentality with all of our last 2 quarterbacks, Justin Fields and Caleb Williams. It just is what it is.
Balls it in.
I think Dan Campbell said it best. He believes Jared Goff is just
Because they're trying to be more mature than their situation. You know what I'm saying? Because their situation does make them want to probably curse to the moon.
exactly the way he is as a coach.
That's why I'm with Caleb as a rookie and just in general right now, man. You got to It's definitely not him. Let's go. Let's go, Keenan. Keenan Allen, truly. I understand he's putting this out here for his resume overall, but I feel like he's still great as a talent and as a veteran presence. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Williams slides, picks up a first down.
But they never gave in.
That was all right. He knew he slid and tried to get right back up a little bit. Everett, you're the worst acquisition I have seen in the history of mankind. I even myself thought that Everett was going to be decent just because of his quote-unquote history with the Chargers. Stop playing. Stop playing, bro. Man, Mercedes Lewis is more useful than you out here.
Gerald Everett, there is a flag.
Figure it out, get it right. Let's be honest with each other. And you see how they cleaned it up from last week today.
Right there. Right there. Scoop the baby. He just scooped it. Scoop the baby right off the ground. That was beautiful. Keenan Allen, sure-handed, man. You can't get, man. Whew. Keenan Allen and Rome Odunze, beautiful hands.
Williams to the end zone, and that's broken up by Branch.
Look at that. When I saw this live, same thing I was thinking was like, wait a minute. Why did everybody end up in the same spot? We got a whole end zone out here. Why does everyone end up in the same spot? Play design, concept, so on and so forth. I get it.
To the end zone, and that's broken up by Branch.
Horrible. Horrible play design and concept. Horrible.
4th and 4. Williams under pressure to the end zone, incomplete.
DJ had a hand on it. He did have a hand on it. DJ Moore could have definitely jumped up and got it, but DJ's not that tall. He's only 6'1". If Rome was out there, Rome could have snagged that easily.
Our technical director, Jared Legrani, technical producer, Sid.
And that's game.
They win 13 games in a season for the first time in franchise history.
Hey, Detroit Lions. Good work out there, man. Big GGs to y'all. I definitely appreciate those who've been here. I know we had a nice little long rant in the beginning. Just a few things for the holidays. Once again, happy holidays to those out there. Happy New Year's to those that I might not see. Thank you so much for that love and support. There'll be a few videos popping up coming up soon with a few reactions and some gameplay. So you can show some love and support to those videos and check those out. And yeah, I'm definitely looking for more progress from our team. This is definitely a love-hate relationship we're about to develop into in the coming weeks, right? So we're going to see how it goes. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Only thing I can just sit here just think, it irks. It irks. But you know what? It's bear down all day, baby. Bear down all day. Thank you so much for being here. 2024 has been an extremely rough year for us all. And so I'm hoping that, and, you know, great year for some. So I'm hoping that everything is on the up and up. My health, just like everyone else's, gets better in time. And until next time, appreciate those being here. This has definitely been an interesting year. Let's go ahead and try to get this out the way. You know what I'm saying? Wait. On a side note, let me make sure I say this. The biggest problem with the Bears and all these teams is the same problem with a lot of these employers out here. They tend to keep people that they like just because of personalities or whatever, but not people that actually show that they're productive, okay? Regardless of the personality and what they're doing. We really need to get over ourselves. This whole mom pop thing is cool, but we really need to bear down, seriously. Come on now.